Hey champions, welcome back to another Sideline Strategy of the Week, where an expert is here to talk you through quick tips on how to level up your game within SalesLoft. This week, Leah Fraser, Senior CSM, is here to talk about how conversation summaries and key moments can automate the busy work and elevate the human work for your revenue team. So Leah, welcome to Sideline Strategies.
Thank you so much, Brynja. Really excited for this one. So one of the things I love most about being a CSM is just the variety in my role. And I get to work, obviously, with a variety of different customers, but also collaborate a lot internally with my team, with product, with the sales team, with services, support. Like, it really is endless. There's always a lot of moving pieces. So I love our conversations, intelligence, and some of the key features. And I just want to showcase a couple of examples of how I use that in my role. And hopefully you guys find this helpful. So one of the ways that I use conversation intelligence, I like to go back if I'm looking after a newer customer and perhaps they've been through a sales process already, rather than getting the customer to repeat back to me some of those earlier conversations, I can go in to one of their earlier discovery calls, for example. And what I love about this is it will give me a really good summary of like what happened in those meetings. And I also love the key moments that will highlight any objections that happened, any competitors. So like maybe they came from like one of our competitors or another company, maybe they've used one of our competitors in the past. It gives me so much really clear information that I can use when I'm obviously building that relationship with a customer and just making sure that everything I talk about is super relevant to them. Another way that I love using this is when I'm preparing for ongoing calls with customers. So sometimes, obviously, with a lot of different accounts, there's a lot of moving pieces, right? You might be working on various projects within one customer. You might be working with different teams, different people, and there can be like conflicting priorities, or maybe just people a little bit out of the loop. So ahead of like a monthly sync or like a slightly bigger get together, what I like to do is go back over the last couple of calls we've had. Again, just kind of remind myself without having to go back through the whole transcript or review the whole of the call, just having a quick look at like what we went over, have a look at any of the, again, objections, decision making, like what were we talking about and what was like really important. I also love using the action items. So this is where I can see what our takeaways were. And I can hold myself accountable. Have I done all of this? Also, has my customer done all of this? Like sometimes, they have pieces and like maybe I can follow up either ahead of that call, on that call, we can just see where we're at, but it gives me really actionable steps. And if I need to go into any more detail on any of this, then I can always search the transcript for exactly where in that call that we were talking about that. And then I can just like review that part rather than having again to go through the whole call recording. Honestly, Brynja, I love it. I use it all of the time. And yeah, I think it's just such a great time saver.
Amazing. Yeah, Leah, I agree. Really helps with any type of revenue. Anyone on the revenue team really spend time on like the selling and relationship building and just really focusing on their customers and their accounts. So love to hear that you love it. I know we're getting a lot of that feedback, but thank you so much for joining us today, Leah. And champions, if you have questions for Leah, please make sure to drop them in the comments so she can get back to you. And we will see you all next Wednesday. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.